Everybody, I have come up with a great idea for the Dragon Ball franchise. What if the Dragon Ball series decided to come out with prequel or spin-off movies based on characters that are not Goku and are not Vegeta? What if Dragon Ball decided to do a prequel movie about the Ginyu Force? How they got formed. When Frieza or King Cold decided to form the Ginyu Force. How Captain Ginyu got selected to lead King Cold or Frieza's elite fighting force. One of my absolute favorite groups in all anime, the Ginyu Force. A team who, probably the most colorful group in the entire Dragon Ball series. And they're based sort of loosely around the Super Sentai series in Japan. But these guys have such a dynamic interactions with each other. They have a lot of chemistry with each other, and I cannot be the only one that wants to know where they all came from. We really haven't seen, other than Salza in the Cooler movie, these 5 alien races again since the Frieza arc. Even though we have went to all these different universes in Dragon Ball Super, it's shocking that we didn't see a Birder alien type, or a Jace alien type, or even a Raccoon alien type who sort of looks human, or Goldo. There's so much potential here, especially Captain Ginyu. Captain Ginyu has to be the most mysterious of the 5. A man who can change bodies with anybody. The second strongest person next to Frieza in the Frieza saga, the villain, second strongest villain. And we never really got to learn where he came from or where he got his ability. What if he was one of his race that had the ability to change bodies, and the purple black-horned version of Captain Ginyu we saw in the Frieza saga was not his original body? It'd be interesting to see if his original body wasn't so strong at all, but he happened to be one of very few of his race who can change bodies like that, or maybe the only one of his race who could change bodies like that. Maybe he used it to rise to the top of the Frieza army. Maybe he was a grunt in the Frieza army at first, and then learned of this body change technique. I would like to know where he got this ability. He seems to be one of the only characters who can do this in the Dragon Ball series. He has a lot of potential to be much stronger than he was if he was written properly. But I think the Ginyu Force was honestly written perfectly. The worst thing they ever did was bring Captain Ginyu back in the Resurrection F arc and then just have Vegeta one-shot him into nothing. Such a wasted opportunity. Ginyu could have come back with a vengeance. Ginyu could have led his own super saga where he was the main villain, where he gets the body of a god, or like a god of destruction, lower tier god of destruction. He could have been Goku Black. He could have gotten the time machine, one of the second time machine, taken it back, taken Goku's body from an early age when Goku was a child. That'd have been crazy. So much potential there. That would have been a much better Goku Black arc. Turns out it's Captain Ginyu. How the hell did this happen? Oh, yeah, during the Cell arc, Frog Ginyu took the second friggin' time machine from Bulma's Capsule Corp, and never realized it because she just forgot about the stupid time machine. And he went and took Kid Goku's body before he met Bulma and took over the Earth and became Goku Black. That'd have been pretty cool. Or, like I said, if they want to keep it easy, Ginyu could just take over the body of a of a god of destruction from another universe, or a character like Hit, somebody who can keep up with the Goku and Vegeta of these days. But that is not what this video is about, people. This video is about going back to Dragon Ball when it was in its prime, before the Frieza arc. This is a prequel movie. The main characters are the Ginyu Force. You start with Captain Ginyu becoming Frieza's number one guy. Frieza telling him to build a force, a team, an elite squadron that he can call on when things get really shitty, when things get really heavy. He calls on the Ginyu Force. He calls on Captain Ginyu and his squad, the Frieza Force. Maybe Frieza selects the 4 men that will serve under Captain Ginyu, or maybe Ginyu holds a friggin' competition. Tries to find out maybe it's just the 4 with the highest power level, but that cannot be true, because Goldo had a high power level, but it was nowhere near as strong as Recoome, Jace, and Birder. So maybe they looked at him because of his special time-stopping ability. There's so much I would like to know. One of my favorite my absolute favorite henchmen in all Dragon Ball has to be Recoome. And I can't be the only one, since Recoome is in all the Dragon Ball video games, and sometimes you never see Birder, Jace, or Goldo in. This movie has so much potential, and I know what you're thinking. These guys are bad guys. How can they be the main characters of this story? Oh, easy. The climax of this movie could be the Ginyu Force on their very first major mission to take over a planet for Frieza. They get to this planet. It turns out this planet is ruled by an evil government, and they don't like the situation they're in anyway. So the Ginyu Force is doing the people a favor by taking down these evil, corrupt government that took over this planet years ago. And maybe they have some strong fighters. That's the reason Frieza sent them there, because they got to have some high power levels on this planet. These characters, the Ginyu Force, has to work together for the very first time to defeat these people. Maybe this planet is the race of people that Captain Ginyu was when he fought Goku for the first time. That purple, black-horned race. Maybe the Ginyu we meet in this movie has a different body. And we're wondering the whole time when he gets his body. He gets his body on this planet. This specific body. And this guy could be super strong, of course. And then that's when Ginyu takes his body, revealing his body change technique. Maybe only a few of the members of the Ginyu Force see it. Maybe it's a secret. Who knows? There's so much I would like to see expanded upon with the Ginyu Force lore, the Ginyu Force past. Maybe some of them had a really shitty childhood, and that's what made them so shitty as people. Or maybe they were forced, they were probably all forced into Frieza's army, forced to become evil people. They are so likable. They are so funny. They have such potential to lead their own hour-and-a-half movie special. Spin-off. It'd be nice. You could see young Vegeta and a young Nappa and Raditz in the background during this. It depends on when it takes place. I don't know how long the Ginyu Force has served the Frieza family. But I think it'd be fantastic. I think it could go to movie theaters, and I think they should use the same art style they did with the Broly movie. You know that the people, Toriyama loves the Ginyu Force just as much as I do. Just as much as you all do. Because if he didn't, he wouldn't have made time to put them into the Broly movie. He wouldn't have found a way to let Ginyu come back in the Frieza arc. He loves these characters just like you and I. It's time to give them their just desserts. It's time for the first Ginyu Force, the movie. I'm Mr. Morfetto. What do you think? What spin-off series do you think Dragon Ball, the franchise, the juggernaut should produce? What maybe a Universe 6 spin-off miniseries? So many ideas. So much wasted money they're leaving on the table by not doing these things. Alright, I'll see you later.